welcome to Success Stories. Do you remember the song? छोटा बच्चा समझ के ना कोई आंख दिखाना रे, डूबी डूबी डब डब. But not so छोटा बच्चा anymore. A super talented, handsome young actor is with us, Omkar Kapoor.
Thank you for such a kind and elaborated introduction. I think हाँ छोटे बच्चे का आपने काफी बड़ा introduction दिया.
Thank you for joining us today and accepting our invitation to be on this show, Omkar. Thank you so much. And आप और हम सिर्फ बातें करेंगे आपकी इस शो पर. So sit back, relax, have some fun with us, and the show is all yours. So, Omkar, my very first question: who is Omkar Kapoor?
Who is Omkar Kapoor? That's a very wide question. I think I'm a lot of. I think. I don't know how to define it in one space, but I think if I say as a human, I will say a jovial, fun-loving, and a kind human being. I think simply I had to put it. Yeah.
Okay. Omkar, I have been watching you as a child artist, and you started your journey in films very, very young. You must be like, how old were you then? 10 years old or earlier?
Six actually. 6 was the age when I had started off, and then after I think 1 or 2 years, I happened to be in a television show which was called Film Chakkar with Mr. Satish and Ratna Patiksha, and that turned out to be people started noticing me, and from there I think the producers and directors of Masoom, which eventually turned out to be a big blockbuster of that time, and I think they noticed me out there in that show, and they decided to cast me in Masoom, and I think that's where life changed. It's been a very, very special childhood. I think not every child, I think, goes through this kind of an experience. I think it was very enriching also because a lot of the things back then I learned, comes to, it's just in my system when I am performing or I'm, acting. So it helps.
So, how did this start? I mean, who motivated you? It was your dad and it was your family, I was reading. He got you into this.
It was very coincidental, Mansi, actually, that, हमारे हर मोहल्ले में, एरिया में यूजुअली एक एनुअल डे या एक ऑर्केस्ट्रा प्रोग्राम या एक ऐसा कुछ होता है. हमारी सोसाइटीज में भी होता है, तो वैसा सा एक प्रोग्राम था हमारे एरिया में, and I happened to participate in that in dance competition, and actually somewhere one of my dad's friend happened to notice me out there, and then he asked dad if कि मैं कैसे फिल्म में कास्ट कर सकता हूँ. उसे ठीक है, तो डैड ने कहा ठीक है, ये तो मस्ती के लिए करना होगा, ठीक है कुछ दिन करके देख लिए. तो आई थिंक दैट्स हाउ the discovery had happened, but I think once I reached on set and then I just started enjoying the process, and I think as a kid it was like a playground for me, so I was really enjoying it, and I think it just I think maybe it was meant to be. Yeah.
And you've been like a fabulous dancer and actor, like a prodigy. Everything you knew so well at that age. Also, were you taking some formal training and you were?
No, not really. Actually, no formal training as such. But I think a lot of, veteran choreographers whom I had worked with in my childhood, be it Mr. Chini Prakash, Rekha Prakash, or Ahmed Khan, or all these great choreographers. I think they turned out the best in me, and they took out the maximum potential that they saw in me, and I think that's where I think it happened. I think every student just needs a good teacher. I think somewhere you find that, and it just happened. I think that was my dancing bit. I think it comes from there.
Yeah. When you were working as a child artist, did you miss doing the things other kids were doing of your age? I mean, How did you cope up with that?
Uh, well, I can say that there were some things that I missed out on. You can say probably a more number of days in school, attendance wise, and probably because I was half time shooting, I think. But I was always a last minute student, so I had to pick up my books and go through it and pass every time, and have a. But I think I can say that I participated in sports too, but not as much as a regular student would have or does. So I think that is something that I feel I can do a lot more. Maybe now also in future also, yeah. So I think
Okay.
sports is something. Yeah.
But you must be having a very strict discipline, as in your fitness, your acting skills, and everything. You would be getting trained on a regular basis.
The idea is to, and I do whenever it's possible, or whenever there is, I'm preparing for something or preparation for something particular role or anything as such.
Yeah.
But I think in the past 7-8 months, due to this entire lockdown period, I think uh, uh, there were only a few things that I could manage to do, and I think it's been a little taken a toll kind of a situation. Eventually now, I think, and that's why we all want to get back to our works and our daily lives again. But I think it's going to take a long while for life to become normal again. And I think. So yeah,
Okay. You were talking about school and college. So was it difficult to, actually concentrate on your studies and education? Were you like a studious student also? Were you interested in studying? Or you were like
well,
happy with your films and all the work you were managing there?
no, yeah. I think not really, Mansi. I think I was not very padhaku as a bacha. Um,
Okay.
I think even in my college days, I think that's when most of the boys turn towards a lot of musty, and I think I happened to do that the same. I think I did participate in a little bit of dramatics in my college. Became a part of the annual festival that happens, and participate in the arts and dramatics area. But then apart from that, there was also the college days bike, uh, the fascination with the whole riding thing, and then taking trips out with your friends. I think that's where I think explored my college life also for a few years really well. But I was missing. I remember that I was all that while I was studying in college. I think I was missing being on a film set, or being. I think that's where my calling was, and eventually it just led me to that place. And I said, no, I think I want to get back to the school that I belong to, or the playground that I'm meant to be, or play to be.
And Masoom was such a big hit, especially the song. And I'm sure after that, a lot of people would be like, recognizing you on the roads and everywhere where you traveled, in your school, in your college. How did that, all the money, the name, the fame you had gained after that, how did you,
I
manage it as a child? That is like
I
something
think
which
luckily,
is,
yeah, I think luckily my family was managing it really well for me. I think they were keeping me very grounded, not letting all those things come and sink in me. I think a very regular, normal atmosphere, not just for an actor, maybe a budding sportsman or a sports star, or could be anyone. I think it's very important to have your home ground where things are normal. I think so that somewhere helped me. I think secondly also because it was more to do with for me for the fun of it rather than the byproducts that come with the profession of acting. I think it was just for the fun of it. I think I was really enjoying it, and जब आप छोटे होते हैं तो इतना आपको पता नहीं होता ज्यादा आप इन चीजों के बारे में सोचते नहीं आप
हाँ
बस
जी.
डायरेक्टर का I think I used to just follow what the director used to tell me to do, and it used to seem like a play, I was performing. So yeah.
So moving ahead, Omkar, I would like to ask you about these kids competitive reality shows.
Yeah.
What do you genuinely feel about these shows, and what would be the advice for the parents, especially the kids reality shows? Yeah.
Well, I think from the little bit that I see, I think there is immense amount of talent coming out from each and every city, state of our country, I think. And it's great, I think, that there should be some kind of a platform for them to showcase their talent and, maybe get spotlighted or I think it's important to have a platform of some sort. And that's why, these platforms really work really well to kind of get the talent get picked up maybe from different end. Um, uh, for the parents, I would say I think it's good. Let the kid explore their own stream or avenue or field, or it could be in any field, or it could be dance, it could be martial arts, it could be um, anything. I think, but. I think don't let the fame side of it become a burden of it. I think don't let the
True.
fame
Ji.
be the driving force or become a burden to that talent. I think so. Don't chase that. I think chase just uh, what you can do the best. I think, and rest just happens. I think, right? Just follows.
So, आपके हिसाब से ओंकार, competition early in life is healthy for kids? You should do that.
Well, healthy competition at any age is good. I think it's good. It brings out competitiveness. It brings out sportsmanship. So I think it's good, in fact, that you should. But I think the kids, especially if you talk about, I think they need to be handled a little sensitively. Back at home, when all these reality shows, when they end and when they go back to their respective houses in their respective cities, I think that's where they have to feel normal. They don't have to be under that pressure, and that's why they get into that constant showcasing on the social media, and they have to be constantly at it. And I think that becomes a little added pressure. I think don't let that burden your child. For the parents, I would say that.
Okay, good advice. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Moving ahead, Om, where do you see yourself like after 10 years, maybe in this industry?
Well, I think somewhere way better than the place and the kind of body of work that I've done, and the kind of I think I want to keep uh, at it. I think, and I don't really know. I haven't really chalked out as such, but I think I'll find my own stream and find get those opportunities to play the kind of performances that I feel I'm capable of doing. And I think I'll have to. It's also a personal journey. I think personally, I think I'll have to explore it and see. So yeah, I think somewhere. I mean, I can't really name as such, but if I have to take an example as such, that I really idealize, someone like
Yeah.
a Rajkumar Rao or a Ayushmann Khurrana. So I think maybe somewhere I think close to what they are and what they're
But
doing.
passion है आपका, acting and films is your first passion and first.
Yeah, I think I only know that very well. I think that comes to me naturally. I think. Agar I think that's the world that I've been in. That's the world that I enjoy, and yeah, I think just I do so much joy in acting when you do, when you're performing in front of the camera. I think that can't be replaced with. I don't think anything. Yeah, it's something that's thrilling, that's exciting. You get to see your own result later on. You get to see others' reaction, the audience, what they think. I think that is that if you can make someone feel a certain way through your performance, I think that is moved them, or that's why it's called movies. I think
Any
that's
favorite character that you have played till now? Any one of your favorite characters you're very close to, and it's like close to your heart?
not really close to. Maybe probably I admired them, or I think
No, one of your, like what you have played. Any of those characters? in any of the films you have played? Something which is your favorite?
Oh, okay, like that. I think
Your own role, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think Thakur from Panchnama, I think was quite close to me, I would say, or I'm quite like Thakur, you would say, personally also, I think. And that was something that I thoroughly enjoyed, I think, playing. And apart from that, um, yet to be. I think Mansi
कोई
mentioned
आपका
that.
ये फेवरेट कैरेक्टर का कोई डायलॉग याद है ठाकुर का जो अभी बोल के
हाँ,
सुना सकते हैं?
I think ये वो वाला ठाकुर नहीं था जो शोले का था. तो I think
हाँ जी.
यहाँ डायलॉग बाजी नहीं होती. पर I think just the whole I think character of it. I think that I enjoyed. Yeah.
Nice. And ऐसा ऐसा कोई प्रोजेक्ट जो आप ने मना कर दिया and later you thought कि no I should have done it, और या ऐसा कोई प्रोजेक्ट या रोल?
No, I don't think so. I think I'm yet to be in that space where I am in the position to choose. I think, and I think with time and opportunities, I think I'll be able to carve that. Not as of now, but I think hopefully I'll not miss out on anything. Yeah.
And what is your daily routine like nowadays, Omkar?
Well, it's been good in the first few months. I think now it's fluctuating a bit. I'm a little indisciplined, so to say. You would say, like you had said, that an actor needs to have discipline. But that's happening with a lot of people. I think because you're somewhere getting stuck in the loop and not understanding as to what to do with so much of your ample time. I think you've tried your hand at cooking, you've tried your hand at other skills. I think, but I think yeah, maybe I think some more time. I think it's a phase we'll all have to pass by.
And what about your women fans? Tell me something about that. Any
I think
such fan moment, where you felt that, oh my God, that she is such a big fan of mine?
I think it's that tends to happen, and I think it feels great because obviously so much of female attention that you get, you definitely enjoy it, and it's great. Yeah, it's a good feeling that I don't even think with each character, somewhere probably in future I would love to um, win the hearts of the kids and children everywhere. I think maybe with some kind of a character that relates to them, the kids a lot. I think that's also something that I would like to do. Yeah, but it always feels appreciation feels great. So yeah.
And what are your views about today's women? Women empowerment and working women around you and ambitious women around you. How do you feel about
I
that?
think that's not something new. I feel, Mansi. I think you're a working independent individual woman as yourself. I think that's been now for some years now. I think decades, and I think it's great. I think you know there is definitely some fields where they are where women are completely leaving the men behind. So I think it's there is no gender bias things as such. I mean, yeah. So I think it's great.
Omkar, please tell us something about the recent projects which you have done.
Well, there's a film anthology film actually that I had done a year back actually, and just before the lockdown, I think, and it released now on the 9th of September. It's on Z5 Premium. It's called the film anthology film is called Forbidden Love, and my film in it is called Arranged Marriage, which is directed by Mr. Pradeep Sarkar, I think. Yeah, that was a great experience to shoot with him. For 10 days in Kolkata, it was a different world, different character altogether, and was playing a homosexual. I think that was a new experience for me to play that character. But Dada being the director he is, he didn't want the character to look caricatural at all. I think that was something, a new instruction that was given. Um, And it turned out nice. I think we got some great reviews over it, and people are watching it. And whoever has seen it in my friend circle has really liked it and said, this is something interesting that you've done. So that is something that I really enjoyed doing recently. And there's also a music video that I did, which happened to release on the T-Series Pop Chartbusters platform. And that is something, it's a conceptual music video,
Yes.
like it's called
Yeah.
Makhmali.
Yeah.
It's sung by Arpita Chakrabarti. I think she's fantastic as a singer. And I think that released recently, and we enjoyed shooting that because that the whole era of it and the idea of it was
Yeah,
to
the look
in the
and the
70s.
feel, that era is different, yes.
I think retro and had a little mustache also in it, and it worked
Yeah.
really well. I think people
Yeah.
really liked the look of it. So that was something I experimented with. I look also, and I kind of enjoyed it. So and the song's really nice. You should whoever's not listened to it should listen to it. Yeah. So these are the two things that I did recently, and a few more things that I'll hopefully do soon.
And can you share your views about this industry, Omkar? You've been here from a very, very long time. You have been here as a child artist also. How
Yeah.
do what are your views about the Bollywood?
Well, I think it's a place that everyone comes together and tries to create something, and some fall right, some fall wrong. I think it's given me everything of my life, right from my childhood. I think I'm born, brought up here. I think it's a beautiful industry where your different kind of people with different kind of talent come together and form a team and are able to create something, and then the audience accepts it or declines it. But at least it gives a great platform, I think. And the magic of watching movies in the theater, which is missing as of now, I think that hopefully will be back soon in year or so, hopefully. And we'll be able to watch it. I think it's yeah, it's the magic of movies, I think.
And
Which
what professional advice would you like to give to all the young actors?
well, I think um, gather a little bit of experience before you start your journey as an actor, I would feel, about the entertainment industry in totality. I think, it could be assisting someone like I did in the, direction. I think it could be assisting in direction for some time. It could be assisting a casting director. Learn or be a part of a film festival. It could be. But do something that kind of gives you an overview or a bird's eye view of the entire how film or any of the social media or the OTT content is now being made. I think that behind the camera learning experience gives a lot of experience to
Ji,
kind of and saves your time. I think saves your
bilkul,
time.
ji.
So that do that for sure for the first few months or a year, maybe how much ever you take. I think that's something you should always do. And yeah, I mean, you have to be persistent. I think you have to be patient, extremely develop these qualities within you. Maybe you might have it naturally within you, or you might discover it later. But I think you'll have to develop these inherent thing that you will have to, I think, keep working upon. Yeah.
So,
Uh,
Omkar, how do you feel about everything getting virtual and the new norms for the shoot with COVID around? How are you managing everything and your views about the same?
I think it's a difficult time for the entire world, not just the entertainment industry. I think everyone's facing it. And actually, eventually, when things will be back to normal, and God knows when. I think that's the time we'll be able to, when we all come back and realize what are the changes that are there. But right now, as we all know, and as we are talking, this whole thing is turned into a virtual reality that we are a part of, and we'll have to operate and live through it. I think these are the times, but I think it's a phase. Definitely, people are missing the real interaction of talking to people. I think, and we are, as human beings, are social animals. We are meant to interact with each other. I think that's something which will take some time. And yeah, I miss it. I miss completely actually. Uh, the idea that there can't be any mass gathering or an event as such, you know, a mass celebration, apart from an IPL right now, which we are watching
It
all
is
on our
very
television.
difficult to, yeah, accept it. Yeah, sometimes it gets very
Yeah,
difficult.
it is. It is. I think, and the fact that we have never ever, you know, at least in my lifespan, I've never ever lived this kind of a year completely. You know, your lifestyle, your schedule, you know, your timings, everything changes, and you. I'm sure all of us have found a routine to it or found a system to it. But the idea is also becomes about breaking that monotony because we don't want to. You know, how can you keep reinventing or keep finding new things, keep yourself
New
going
things to
on?
keep going, yeah.
Yeah, keep yourself positive. I think that's something that I've been able to, or I've been wanting to actually. But there are some good days and there are some bad days as well. I think all of us are going through that. But hopefully, this shall pass, Mansi, and next year we'll be able to do this, you know, in front of each other
I'm sure,
in
yes,
in
let's,
person.
we all are hopeful and let's hope for the best.
Yeah.
And Omkar, one of my last questions coming for you, your views about this show, this initiative success stories.
Okay. I think thank you, Mansi, for I mean interacting with me today. And I think you know the Trident Communications Group of London, I think, has been doing this past n number of years, and I think they have only excelled at it every year with each passing year. And I think uh, this year maybe, you know, it has dampened the spirits maybe, you know, because we are not able to celebrate it together. But I think next year hopefully we will make up for it. And I think it's great to celebrate someone's success. And I think we all are gathering together and doing that of each other's success stories, and you know, sharing, putting a spotlight as to, you know, how and what different people's from different backgrounds, different cities, what their journeys have been, and get inspired from each other. I think that's something that I really I'm looking forward to also on the event actually.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. It was lovely talking to you. And yes, let's meet soon for, you know, in a gathering, a proper event.
Thank you.
So yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone out there, and thank you, Mansi.